State Senator Edward Kennedy dies at 74. Lowell. State Senator Edward Kennedy passed away Wednesday evening at Lowell General Hospital, his office confirmed to The Sun on Thursday. Kennedy had served the city of Lowell and Middlesex County in a variety of elected roles since 1977, when he first joined the Lowell City Council at the age of 26. He held his council seat for 4 consecutive terms until 1985. From 1989 to 1996, he served as Middlesex County Commissioner before returning to the City Council in 2012. He later served as Mayor of Lowell from 2016 to 2017. Kennedy was first elected to represent the 1st Middlesex District in the Massachusetts State Senate in 2018. Senate President Karen Spilka announced Kennedy's passing in an email to fellow senators on Thursday afternoon. Dear colleagues, it is with great sadness and a heavy heart that I share the news of the passing of our dear friend and colleague, Senator Ed Kennedy, Spilka wrote. Ed was a valued member of the Senate and a passionate advocate for the residents of the 1st Middlesex District. He was a champion for education, environmental sustainability, cultural development, and, of course, his beloved city of Lowell. He will be deeply missed by all who had the privilege of knowing him. U.S. Representative Lori Trahan, who represents Lowell in the 3rd Congressional District, expressed her sorrow in a statement Thursday. Greater than, I am deeply saddened by the passing of Senator Ed Kennedy, a son of Lowell whose lifelong dedication to our city spanned nearly 5 decades of public service. From his early days on the City Council to his leadership as mayor and ultimately his service as our voice in the state Senate, Ed dedicated his career to making Lowell a better place for every family who calls it home, Trahan said. Greater than Ed's legacy is woven into the fabric of our community. In the neighborhoods he tirelessly strengthened, the cultural and educational investments he championed, and the countless people whose lives he touched through his unwavering commitment to public service. He carried Lowell with him in every role he held, and never lost sight of the city that shaped him, and that he, in turn, helped shape for the better. We mourn the loss of a devoted public servant and a steadfast advocate for Lowell. My heart is with his wife Susan, their children Christina and Eddie, their grandchildren, and all who had the honor of working alongside him. Marty Meehan, president of the University of Massachusetts and former congressman, also reflected on his longtime friendship with Kennedy in a Thursday statement. Greater than, I'm saddened to learn of the passing of my lifelong friend, State Senator Ed Kennedy, Meehan said. I was fortunate to witness Ed's commitment up close over the years. We began our political work together in 1977 when I managed his first campaign for Lowell City Council, and we later attended the 1980 Democratic Convention as delegates for Ted Kennedy. Ed served with distinction as a state senator, Lowell mayor, city councilor, and county commissioner. He was a man of integrity, who always did the right thing, even in the toughest political situations. I'll miss our conversations about politics and government. My deepest condolences go to his wife Susan, his son Ed, his daughter Christina, and his grandchildren. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey expressed her condolences as well. Greater than, he was a great man, Healey said. A tremendous public servant for the people of Lowell and for Massachusetts. I valued the opportunities I had to work with Senator Kennedy on issues like housing and education. This is a tremendous loss, and I extend my deepest sympathies to his wife and family. Phil Sisson, president of Middlesex Community College, remembered Kennedy as one of the college's strongest supporters in the state Senate. Since I began serving as president of Middlesex Community College in 2021, Senator Kennedy was a constant presence, always asking how he could help. He was a key leader in making community college free for all Massachusetts residents and took great pride in having Middlesex in his hometown as an example of the vital opportunities such funding would bring to Greater Lowell, Sisson said. He also noted Kennedy's strong support for arts and cultural programming at MCC's Arts Center, and his advocacy for the college's hospitality and culinary programs. Greater than, he helped secure funding for our first-ever culinary lab on the Cowan Center campus and was instrumental in advancing discussions about transferring the Lowell Memorial Auditorium to the college after the end of emergency shelter operations. He was truly one of our biggest champions. We at Middlesex are proud to have had him tell our story across the state. Our condolences go out to his family and loved ones,